ladies and gentlemen, although there are very few gentlemen, but I have to take the name. So, this is for which many people are waiting, and we have worked very hard. And probably it is our pleasure to, review the good quality application. We have a tough time in deciding who will be the winner. And we have, more than reviewing, we just take more meetings in deciding who is the best. So it's very difficult. And you guys are all who has applied for this award was all very, very phenomenal in every area. You people have done so much work. So now it's a Dicey award presentation. This is the right. This work is so supporting, and we have so much to celebrate together. So, like the recipient of Dicey Scroggins Distinguished Advocacy Award. So I invite the recipient to make their way up to the stage now. So I will talk about Dicey. I think I have a personal interaction with her. When I was, awarded this in 2021, this advocacy award, I was just application and, she asked me something related to my award. And first time the chair of the award is gently, and I just copied one point which really influenced my life, which changed my life. The word was disparity and inequality in cancer care and outcomes. Probably whatever documents I write in today's, I write everywhere. I just copy this. She was a great lady. She was a special person. She was the IGCS First Patient Outreach Director and founded this IGCAN network. Her influence is felt here in everything we do. And she actually led Emmy to be more involved in the IGCS. She had a way of making people feel seen and taught many of us what advocacy recall is, and I'm one of them. So as we celebrate this award recipient for many outstanding work, we honor her in our hosts. We open award nomination to the entire network this year. And, please, as I told, this was very, very difficult for the selection committee to make this decision. So we have selected three winners. And probably I would like to, tell about the contribution of CEO Mary. She has, put her best efforts possible. And probably people forget another people of their area. But I think her contribution, it's so immense. And I was talking to someone and I was telling, I don't consider Mary, I consider her as a CEO, Chief Executive Officer, but I always tell her that you are also Chief Energy Officer. The way you influx energy among all of us, and the Debbie is sitting here, Ashley is not here, and the Shreya. These guys are, I want you to give a big round of applause to these people who have worked a lot to make this possible. So first and we are honoring Eve Appeal, a charity based here in UK. Accepting the award is CEO of Eve Appeal is Ms. Athena. And please come up, take the awards and please.
Thank you. Good morning. And the thing about meeting people online, you feel you know them, and then you realize how tall Ross is compared to me. Maybe it's me that's very small. Look, this is such an honor, and thank you so much. Thank you so much, IGCS. It's such an honor to be recognized for the work that we do with patients. Patient voices are important, patient voices are central, patient perspectives are and feelings are central to every single thing that we do. And patient expertise is vital. Expert by experience, that's our view, expert by experience. The Eve Appeal works across all 5 gynecological cancers, which is unique amongst charities, NGOs in the UK. But we are also unique in our focus, which is on prevention and early detection, early diagnosis. That's a woefully underfunded area in terms of research, and we are really hungry for change. The patients that we work with are impatient, and we are impatient for change. And working collaboratively internationally is absolutely, it gives us such lifeblood, and we want to work with as many of you as possible. So thank you for this award. Thank you for recognizing the work that you all do and that we do with you. And the last thing I wanted to say was, this is obviously, and it's not an award for me, it's an award for the team. There's one member of the team here, Vaz, if you could stand up. And everything is together. We can't do any of these things on our own. So really looking forward to some days of collaboration, that alchemy of putting together patients, researchers, clinicians is just magical. That's where you see change happen. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Now the next organization, Overcome, which is a foundation based in United States of America, accepting the award, Dr. Robert Coleman. He was the former IGCS president, and on the behalf of Runsi Sen, so I would like to call Professor Coleman. So
Thank you. It's great to see you all here. Dicey was obviously played a tremendous role in my career and obviously foundational for a lot of the research that um, uh, we were able to accomplish with her advocacy. So it's really a great to be here to speak on behalf of Overcome, which is, as mentioned, is a foundation in the United States I've been involved with for about 10 years on their scientific advisory board um, with Runsi Sen, who is the president and founder. And so she unfortunately aggravated a previously debilitating foot injury while she was training for a half marathon. So I don't know how much sympathy we give her for that, but she was very excited to hear about the announcement and had planned to be here. So she's really upset that she couldn't make it. But she did send me a little script that I'll read for you. She says, our heartfelt thanks to IGCS and IGCAN for this tremendous honor. Dicey was a strong champion of Overcome, and we promise to continue her impactful legacy via our sincere service. This award is our tribute to all our overcomers worldwide, whose light and love we carry in everything we do and every step we take. We thank all our supporters for all the love and encouragement. We couldn't have done it without you. United we stand, together we overcome. That's from Runcie, who I know would have loved to appear before you today, but we got pictures, so that'll be all good when I get back. So thank you so much.
So next we honor Dr. Janav from Nigeria. She is affectionately referred as the mother of health in her hometown of KV State. Please welcome. And to receive the award, she is the next president-elect of UICC. So we just congratulate on the behalf of IGCAN network, and probably we will be working together, for the more regional variation.
Thank you very much. A very good morning to everyone in the room. I'm going to start with a quote by Azerbaijan, an American poet who said, circumstances demand that you speak to power. Increasingly, circumstances are demanding that we speak more to power. The journey of my advocacy is one of circumstances. I was faced with women in Nigeria in an urban part, and these women had very little knowledge, very little awareness about themselves and the illnesses that they face, in particular cancer, in particular gynecological cancers. Breast and cervical cancer are the two commonest cancers that women in my country face. And yet here I was living in a middle class city, the capital city, and most of them had no knowledge. The circumstances demanded that I speak to these women, but shortly along the line, I find out that they're not the decision makers, and there are other primary decision makers that I have to engage. And so we start to engage the wider family, the wider community, the traditional rulers, and eventually government. It's not enough to just talk to our government and push for change. We need to speak to international partners. I needed to seek out global agencies and corporations and associations like IGCN, like the UICC. And this is the story of how my advocacy with the Medicaid Cancer Foundation globally and looking out for women rose, and it was brought upon by circumstances, and it demands that I keep on speaking, and I will keep on speaking. As you heard, I was just recently elected as the president-elect of the Union for International Cancer Control. It's a platform that I intend to use to bring more attention to the issues that women face. Advocacy is present in all of the work that we're doing, whether you are a radiation oncologist, whether you're a patient, whether you are a legislator in the House, we all have to be advocates if we're going to improve the scourge of cancer and the issues that women are facing globally. But there is a particular need to focus on the gap that exists between the high and the low middle income countries of the world. The women in the low middle income countries and even the men are suffering a great deal. And unless we come together as advocates in partnership, looking at all the resources, whether they're research resources, funding resources available to us, and it's a pleasure and really an honor to see that all the people in this room are doing just that. I thank you, the International Gynecological Cancer Society, the award, the people that gave me this award. And of course, we have to remember Dicey, who was a very strong patient advocate. Like all the other recipients before me have said, it's not an individual thing. The story I gave you or the journey as I related it is one of partnership. So I don't do these things alone. I have an amazing team that ranges from those in the Medicaid Foundation to those in the universities all the way across Nigeria. I consider them my partners and I consider them all recipients of this award. Thank you very much.
And finally, Ms. Annie Ellis was selected as our final recipient this year. She worked directly with Dicey as well. So I know this award means a lot to her. Sadly, she was not able to attend this program, but she sent us a brief statement displayed here. So please give a big round of applause to all this, recipient of this award who made it this line. And lastly, I think many people said so much good about Dicey. I just have 4 lines, which was very instant. So, Dicey, probably you have gone so far, leaving us all alone. I probably think science has developed so much, but still we can't make your clone. Anyway, you are a part of all of us and all that we do. And all we want to say, we love and respect you. Thank you so much for this.
I'm going to come up here.
Yeah.
We're not sitting so So just want to move on to the next stage, which is another, I think we're at that right point. We're not supposed to be having a break. It's 10:15, keeping on time.